All right. Hello, hello. This is my first stream on YouTube, so we'll see how this goes. Hopefully, all is well. Gonna just check real quick if audio is going through. But you might hear it go through twice, just because I'm checking. Oh. Testing, testing. All right. Hello, hello. This is my first stream on YouTube. Okay, sounds good. A little quiet, but I'm always bad with the volume on them, so prefer to have it quieter rather than louder. So let's get into it. This was me testing some stuff, so I'll leave it. But let's create new world. Just realized I'm not displaying it already. Off to a great start. I always turn cheats on just because I never know what trouble I'll get into, but I typically stream the majority of my content. Oop. So I'm not gonna mess with that. Is there a way to turn off? No. Alright. Yeah, I always turn on cheats, but I don't actually typically use them. I only do it for safety, because I'd prefer to not have to, like, start over if I mess up, which I have a tendency to do. So I'll be streaming for about 3 hours or so. Depends. I had a pretty rough day, just headache-wise. So if it flares up again, I'll just have to stop early. So over on Twitch, just finished another modded playthrough. It ended up being, I looked back and I counted, it ended up being around like 85 hours, which, wow, I didn't realize it was that much. And it was Compact Claustrophobia, which was a really interesting one. I wouldn't recommend it just because it's a little older and has some issues with it, in my personal opinion. But nothing crazy. It just has like some walls that you hit that kind of stop your gameplay for several hours as you're trying to like go back and fix things you didn't know you needed more of in advance. But that's partly a limitation of the mod and the quest book back then. So here we are, brand new Skyblock world. First things first, we always got to change our, I already changed that. Controls, did it save auto jump? And we will, no, we will hold it because in this mod pack you have shift growth. So I already set up my keybinds and such, but, oh, yes, welcome. Mechanical Mastery is an expert yet not horribly grindy Skyblock mod pack focused around automating everything in order to keep progressing. EMC has been completely overhauled. The only raw resources such as ore chunks have EMC, and new mechanical essences can be crafted out of these raw materials, with multiple tiers giving exponentially more EMC the more complicated they get. In order to succeed in this mod pack, you need to learn how to automate these mechanical essences and gain as much EMC as possible. Good luck. Alrighty. So our first I Spy You creative, or create, pretty cool. Getting into some stuff, but that's what's in advance. So there's overhauled ore processing, which is going to get pretty cool. And you can go up over 25 ingots per ore. So not that we have to. So, all right, starting with thermal. Welcome. Here is where it all begins. So Welcome to this mod pack where your objective is to automate every mechanical crystal. Through this quest book, you will receive many of the basic materials you will need to fulfill this job. Make sure to learn the items first before using them up. No refunds. So, let's place this down and let's listen to them. Anything that has EMC we will learn right away. Okay. Everything else is good. Let me see. Is there anything to configure in here? Required in order to see things you should know about the One Probe. This mod can show a tooltip on screen when you look at a block or an entity. Oh, okay. It's okay. So let's continue. And yes, they do give you a chest that has pretty much the exact same stuff in it, except some more saplings and logs and such. We're gonna plant that down. And let's grab a dirt. So we already have 2000 EMC. The next thing we would like to make are some tools. We'll just make a wooden pickaxe because we can very easily get a cobblestone gen running. And that's cheaper. It's pretty cheap. So let's grab these resources. Let's do it. Let's move this stuff back. Or no, we'll just put this here. Move that there. So I'm not too worried about grass and dirt because this is one of the things we can EMC, and it has an EMC value of 1, which is good. So obviously they gave us, again, because I'm not concerned about dirt. They gave us 2 buckets of water to obviously make the infinite water source. So let's grab this up. We don't need to do any more because we just needed it to get the cobblestone, which is a little different than usual, but all is well. Let's get started on expanding first. So, so in this mod pack, they do have chipped. So I don't know exactly how you chip things. Or chiseling, right? Rechiseled or chipped variants. This we can do right away. So before I place any blocks, we'll do that. All right, well, either way, we got wood, so we'll grab some extra saplings. Clay. Clay can be turned into bricks, another important resource for automation and crafting. Create a basic cobblestone generator to unlock access to some basic resources. Remember, always learn the items first before using them. Indeed, indeed. Redstone. Just some redstone ore, iron ore. So this is it giving us all of the resources. Aluminum. Context bauxite ore becomes aluminum through processes. I'm not going to go through it. It's science stuff. I'm not the person to speak about that. Actually, let's grab a stack because I would like, say, we'll say 2 furnaces. But looking in here, so the next route we have to go is this is some EMC stuff. This is the mechanical essence, and these are some basic machines. These are gated by power. This one is gated by getting a engineer's hammer to make a plate. So this is our first goal. And personally, I'm going to want the pulverizers because that can save us on some EMC. So we need 2 stones, so we have to smelt 2 stones. We need some redstone. So let's see. Looking at the material list, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 redstone right out the gate. So let's just get that going. So personally, we're going to just get 1 going to turn it into charcoal. We'll use charcoal because charcoal essentially costs about 32 EMC, obviously a little extra to account for the charcoal being used up. Whereas coal requires 128, which is 4 times as much. So I'd prefer to use this. And you know what? I will have a 3rd furnace, not 4 though. So you have to be careful with picking things up because you can pick these up, but if you place them down, if you're not shifting when you place them down, you're going to actually end up... Oh, you grew? Okay. You're going to end up getting... Might as well make a stone pickaxe. A stone axe. You'll end up opening up the interface of the one you ended up right-clicking on while you're Didn't mean to make a stone pickaxe, meant to make a stone axe. Either way. The one you right-click on... Okay, I didn't know you could do that. Put away the majority of the bread. But yes, I had not known that you could do that, and when I did it, and I right-clicked and it opened the interface while I was carrying something, it immediately crashed the game. So, not fun. Apparently there's another thing that can crash your game if you're carrying it. So, honestly, we're probably not going to carry many things. I'm only doing it now because it's early. There's not really many consequences to my actions. So counting again just to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I want a pulverizer first also because when you pulverize redstone ore, you get the actual, like, it's as if you broke the redstone. Actually, on that note, yeah, what am I doing? Oh, I need an iron pick. That'll save me redstone long term. How much iron do we need aside from it? We need 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then we'll need an 11th one. So looking at this, what else do we need? This is just an iron gear. This is going to need a gold. This will need 8 copper and a gold. And then 10. So let's get the copper. 8 copper, 2 gold, 4 tin. Okay. So let's get the pickaxe. I'm going to actually trash these 2 now. I realized that because I ended up smelting these in the first run through, but that gave nothing compared to this, obviously. So I'll have to set up a keybind real quick. Sort player inventory, sort backpack, sort player inventory, sort target inventory. Key, middle button, pick block. There we go. Controls, keybinds, sort. If I reset this to none, let me just check real quick. Okay, I can't sort player inventory now, so I do want to set that. Sort. So I want to check something. If it sorts both of them, which I'm okay with. I don't care. So let's put all of this back for the moment. So let's make the iron gears. We just need one. These two are going to finish real soon. Okay. We'll do the 10. We'll do the gold in here. So we need another set of 2 copper gears. I did it the wrong way. We need a piston. Wait, is it 1 iron gear or 2? It's 1. Okay. We need the gold. So one of the things I'm also going to do, this first crafting table, I will turn into a crafting station because this will hold it. So I can put stuff in ahead of time. Not going to just yet because I still need to make... Oh no, I can... Ah, stone. That's the thing I forgot about. Well, might as well smelt a bunch because I have a feeling we'll need a bunch. And we need a tin gear. We'll need some more cobblestone. Oh, I need more iron. Might as well smelt up more. Okie dokie. So, can't make this. We can make the pulverizer. We'll just hold on to it. So it is completed. I think something else completed actually. It was this. Because this is the beginning of our ore processing. So the first one is flint, which will give us some more. And then these eventually actually go up to enriched basilic reagent, which is 2.5. At which point you unlock the mechanism crusher, which just is a flat 2 times. I don't know why you would use the crushing wheel at that point. Yeah. So I don't care about doing these. These are a little more involved. And currently I won't care. The crushing wheel would be the last location we sort of stop. But it's cool to know. So once we get a stable way of getting flint, things will be good. And let's make a Sterling Dynamo. There we go. We have ourselves our Sterling Dynamo for generating power. We have our pulverizer for using some of our power. Why was I putting it off? I'm trying to think about why I was putting off expanding a bit. Can't remember now, but I will. So I'd like to make this a big ol', so this is the center. There'll be 2 levels, I think, or maybe we'll just stick with this one level, but expand around. Okay, let me just grab a full stack here. So if this is, let me think, this was the center. So let's just mark it. 3 out, 3 out, 2 out. So and 3 out. So I'm debating between doing 9. Let's make some torches on that note. Or 7. And actually, I'm gonna do view bobbing off. I don't like view bobbing personally. I like quick shifting. View bobbing kind of makes me sick. And it is nighttime, so let's sleep. Sweet dreams, as usual. So now that we've gotten ourselves a pulverizer and a Stirling dynamo, next I want a redstone furnace because I'd prefer to use energy. And then speaking of energy, we need to transmit. In the future, we will use flux plugs and such because that's just the OP method. But for now, we'll use energy cables. And this is the easy. Basic is where I'd like to start because 500 forge energy per tick, it's not really worth it. And I mean, the recipe, you have to make the recipe for this anyway. So bunch of dielectric rods, which is some iron nuggets, dielectric paste, which is 2 charcoal, clay ball, and redstone dust. So we have a bunch. I'm not going to touch any more of that, but let me grab some clay out. And speaking of clay, we need 2 bricks, so let's grab 8 and just smelt that up. And let's get 2 sets of dielectric paste. And then okie dokie. So we have to make this basic capacitor first, which requires a block of redstone, which we are missing one. Luckily, now that I'm not being silly, I'm just going to break it manually. You can do that immediately. And there we go, we have energy cables now. So, you know what, we'll do 9x9 simply because when it comes to farming, it'll be the perfect size. So we'll do 9x9 for our plots. We could chunk align it, which will make things slightly more optimum, but I'm not too concerned about that, honestly. I kind of want it to look nice and go through. So we'll just focus on that. Oh, chipped. That's why I was waiting. Placing the dirt down's fine, though. So let's get our energy system hooked up. So let's say we'll have, well, firstly, let's fill this in. So this is center. So we'll run power along here. We'll have our Stirling dynamo facing in. We'll have our pulverizer right over here. Yes. So let's give it some energy. And this way, we'll get some excess resources. Actually, since we need, how much copper do we need for this? We need 8. I will do this one right away because something which is nice is copper when pulverized, will sometimes make gold dust as well. Very rare, but it happens. I didn't know this initially, but I'm actually gonna change because it's bothering my eyes. I want to see if I can adjust the brightness. So that it doesn't... It's still a strong flicker. I'll just have to... Something real fun about certain headaches are that they make you light sensitive. So, like, fluctuations in light, sharp fluctuations really hurt. So, not fun. But, I think we have enough redstone for it. Let's get this copper dust smelting. So as you can see, we just got a copper dust and we still have 3 more, so technically we will have 4 at minimum, but I did just put in 5, so we already got 1 extra copper from this. Does not seem like we're going to get gold, sadly, but oh well. Nickel sometimes gives copper. Okay. So now let's pulverize gold. I think I'll just need 1 for this. I'll need more for other things, so I might as well. But... oh, and this is out of power, isn't it? How are we doing here? 3 gold dust, that's good. We'll need another set of 10. I'll actually need another set in the future anyways, so let's pulverize 810 now. Let's check our quests. So this is indicating we get some extra, and that's also why I wanted to make basic, because we get basic ones. I'd prefer not to have starter and then basic, just give me more basic. And they also have pipes, pretty pipes, which is a very basic starter item transportation system. We have EMC-IO, which lets us pull items out of our, essentially our EMC network. And with this, we can automate the production of things, which is pretty cool. But we'll do that later. Right now, I just want to sort of get these 2 cooking so we get some ore boosting. Now, there is flint, which in the pulverizer... oh, I should have clicked right click because that tells me what to use. As a catalyst, it gives a 1.1 times modifier, but also increases our energy usage, which also isn't too big of a deal. But it's also quite common to use it up. It's a 20% use ratio, but we can pulverize cobblestone to get sand, gravel, and flint, which is nice for future things. Oh, we got some apatite. The other benefit of using a redstone furnace is because it's using power, we don't have to worry about not doing 8 exactly when we smelt stuff. Personally, that's nice. So, what else do we need for the redstone furnace? I think we're gonna need another iron. We'll need one anyways, so let's just smelt another 8. And one other thing of note is the redstone furnace. We look here, it uses up, you know, for most blocks, it uses up 2000 RF. I don't know if there's anything else that uses. Some things are even cheaper, but it uses up 2000 RF basic to smelt something. This, with a single piece of coal or charcoal, let me check for charcoal. Or what I could do is check the usage for charcoal in Stirling Dynamo. That produces 16,000 RF. So it produces the exact amount, but there are upgrades we can put, which will make this much more efficient. So I'm not looking at, oh, there we go. We got a little bit of extra iron dust. There we go. Oh, wait a minute. I actually completely skipped over this. So the pulverizer, when pulverizing raw iron, this has an additional chance of 25%, and this is a chance of occurring 5% anyways. The catalyst specifically gives a chance of giving more of the auxiliary item, a lot more, which is nice, especially in the case of like copper, because it has a chance of giving gold, which is very expensive relatively. What else do we need? We still need the center frame. We'll definitely need another tin gear, so might as well make it now. And then lastly, 4 more cobble, and then the iron that I'm about to get. And we'll have ourselves a redstone furnace, so I don't have to worry about sort of misusing that. So what's cool is the output rate will throttle. I believe it will stop using automatically. It won't continue to burn, which is very nice. And there we go. Redstone furnace. So what's cool is we can also make this an output, and we can set it to auto output, so anything we pulverize will automatically get smelted. This is filling up with energy first, and then it'll fill this up, albeit at a slower rate. All right, so now looking at our quests, we've got the pulverizer, we've got the redstone furnace. I'm not collecting this XP. I want to save it for later, just in case. You know, rainy day fund, essentially. So there is the sequential fabricator, which will autocraft things, which is useful for this. However, we don't have a use for it yet. The induction furnace as well can make alloys, which will be useful in the future again as well. What I mean by alloys is you look here at the dusts, you can smelt them together. I will say though that you can also craft them together, but it's a good way of skipping that step essentially. The next thing I want to go for is the multi-servo press, because that is what's required. So let's make an engineer's hammer real quick, since that is the next thing. I managed to place that everywhere but the place it needed to be. Let's make an iron plate. And there we go. So we finished this. So this indicates this. By crafting some gears and rods together, you managed to craft the first of the mechanical essences. Not yet, but we're getting there. This cube has an EMC value higher than the sum of its parts, so if you can manage to automate it, it will serve as a great EMC source. What's really cool is once you get one, you get 16 more, so, you know, that's a lot of EMC for free. That's kind of why I'm rushing towards this. So looking at this recipe, it requires the multi-servo press, which is why I'm pushing for it. To craft this, it requires 2 gears. We can make them. Rods, and looking at rods, that's what it requires. And looking at EMC values, this in a single piece of iron is 256. Well, let's count how much we need. We need 2 iron nuggets, 4 iron, another iron nugget, 4 aluminum, and 4 copper. So looking real quick, 4 copper is about, 500 or so. 4 raw iron is about 1,000, so we're at about 1,500. And then 4 bauxite or aluminum is essentially another 1,000, so we're at about 2,500. With the inclusion of the iron nuggets, a little bit more. But it costs 2,500, but we get, once we press it, we get 8,000. And obviously pressing requires some power, which requires some coal, some charcoal, let's just say 32,000 or 32 RF. Still, it's about a little more than 3 times what you put in, you get out. Is this still running at max? Oh, that's the thing. So this will continue to operate at 10% if there's nowhere for power to go, which is kind of bad, but we'll live with it for now. Let's try to make a multi-servo press. So we're going to need a lot of iron, some constantan, some bronze, another machine frame, and another redstone coil. So let's pulverize. Let's pulverize that. It'll pulverize and give us more than I would get if I did it myself. We'll get 6, which is nice. And it's also got a high chance of boosting. And we also have cinnabar and gravel as a secondary. We need a bunch of iron, so just do 8. Looking at this, we need the 4 in here, and then we need 9. So 8. Let's do 10. Hey, we got a cinnabar. Cool. So we need to make a redstone reception coil. Redstone flux coil. In the future, what's cool with pipes, pretty pipes, is it has stack limiters. So you can actually limit the amount. So you can limit it to a single stack of an item. So we can have the automation set up such that it can autocraft all these little bits and pieces for me. So like redstone flux coils, I can just have it autocraft them up to a certain amount in my inventory system. I actually just had some experience using refined storage actually in the previous mod pack I played. I'll say I didn't, it was iffy because it was with compact machines, which are in here. We also have the added benefit of storage drawers. So I could very easily make it so that until I get that higher tier storage, I could have the auto crafting go into the storage and limit it to a specific amount. So it won't produce more than that, which would be nice. Is this... Oh, this should be labeled an input slot. And it should auto push over now. Yep, look at that. And I don't have to do anything. And we're going to get a nickel out of that, which copper and nickel creates that. But we need a bunch for... we need a bunch of nickel because we have to make 2 constantan gears. on that note, we will need copper and a tin. So I don't want to auto output this because I'm going to put nickel and copper together manually. All right, block of iron is complete. What else? We need 4 for the centerpiece. Oh, and I'm out of nuggets, so I need another. Can I, like, turn this back into something? Can I get nuggets back out of this? Por favor. Recycler. Oh, pulverizer can do it. So we'll do that. Just get that done real quick. I'll take this manually. We don't need copper in this, but we have to make copper blends, so I will pulverize this copper ingot. This will be more nuggets. And we have to wait a little. That's all. Let me actually take these down real quick. Oh, chipped. Yeah, I keep forgetting about chipped. Or chiseled. Either way, we need a bunch of Constantin because of the... Oh, was it this? Ah, there we go. Oh, it gives us 4 ingots. Oh, that's nice of them. I didn't even know. Well, we have some excess then. But we'll need more multi-servo presses, so I'm okay with that. Looking at it... Let's make ourselves the... Oh, I forget. It's 3 copper. That's what that's for. So we have the Constantin gears, the machine frame, the block of iron, resin flux coil. We're about to make the bronze. Bronze blend. And then we're done. We will have the multi-servo press. And then we can start generating EMC, albeit not automatically, but we weren't doing it automatically anyways, so no hard feelings there. First things first, we need 4 Ooh, we might be a little tight on EMC. Now that I'm looking at it. I might have to chop down some trees. But that's not a big deal. We can shift all we want. There we go. We've got the multi-servo press. Let's do 16 and we'll... Can we pulverize this? Oh, you can. And you can get sawdust. Use it in a sawmill or the pyrolyzer. With sawdust, you can make things that I don't have any need to make currently. Press it into a block. Oh, and that can be used for 24,000. So wait, if you pulverize this down, you get 8 sawdust. Let me keep this in mind. Let me keep track of this. We pulverize it. We get 8. if we craft it into a block, it'll give us 24,000 compared to the 16,000. That's a little bit of an improvement, but a lot more complex. So we're just going to do this. And luckily this pack has Vein Miner, which is very nice. I'm going to wait for all of the things to fall. So we can get EMC pretty quick, a little bit of a boost of EMC because we need it. Let's go pick up everything real quick. So looking at what we still need to make the EMC. Let me look up EMC. So these are all of the things that have EMC or generate EMC. These are our basic resources, which, and including these two down here, which I three, which I appreciate. I spoke about it to someone previously because I personally thought it was very interesting how they limited it. Like they made sure to leave things that you want, like you can build farms out of to make things easier for yourself. Like you can make kelp and then just use kelp for burning and such, or one thing or another. So I thought it was cool. So we need 4 copper, 4 iron, 4 aluminum. We have 1 iron already. We do not have any copper. So we need 4 copper. We need 4 iron. Yeah, the iron and the aluminum is going to be brutal. That's what's going to stop us from getting it just yet. So one of the things with automation is we want to make sure we're always EMC positive. We want to make sure we're always generating EMC, because if we're not generating it, we're probably losing it. So kind of sucks, but yeah. Oh, look at that. We got some extra copper and we got some gold. Really lucky. Very lucky on that note, actually. Let's start smelting for this. Yeah, we can repulverize it if we need to. As soon as I see 4, I'm taking the extra one out. But I have a feeling it's gonna, the last one will be the one that gives us an extra. Oh, and we got an iron dust. And we did get the 4th. So let me steal that out. We'll just put 2 in now. Nice. That makes me happy because we're very tight on the results, on the amount we've got. And look at that. Yep. So let's make the copper rods. Smelting the aluminum right now. So let's make the 2 gears, an aluminum gear. I didn't smelt the iron. Oopsies. We have an apple for food. Things that don't have EMC values that I'm also not using will go away in the chest. Okie dokie. So there's our iron gear, our 2 copper rods, and there's our aluminum gear. There we go. We've made it. All we have to do now is press it, which isn't too bad, luckily. It's a little slow, but that never hurt anyone. Personally, for this first one, in terms of automating, I don't think I'm actually going to use a pulverizer. I think I'll just use redstone furnaces to feed into the multi-servo press. Because, so what we'll do is we'll have so we'll need 3 furnaces because we'll need aluminum, copper, and iron. We'll need a sequential, is there the factorizer? Nope. Is there a block which auto splits it aside from the sequential crafter? No. Obviously the multi-servo press. Okay. So we'll need 3 redstone furnaces to make iron, aluminum, and copper. We'll need a multi-servo press to create gears, and we'll need 2 multi-servo presses to craft gears, and we'll need another one to craft the copper rods. So we'll need 3 multi-servo presses along with the one at the end to make it into the EMC resource. So we'll need 4 multi-servo presses and 3 redstone furnaces. Not that great, but it is what it is. And we got all our excess. Now here we go. EMC links output 1 item per second, yet redstone furnaces and pulverizers take longer than that to process 1 item. Because of this, you will most likely need 1 pulverizer and redstone furnace per each raw material needed for automation. Remember to trash unwanted byproducts such as slag, or they might stop your machines from working. You can use the stack limiter module to limit how much your machines can accept, which is useful so your 1 iron pulverizer doesn't consume all your EMC by filling with 64 raw iron. Very good tip right there. So we can't do that just yet. Like I said, we need 3 redstone furnaces and 3 more red multi-servo presses to automate it before we continue. Now I don't want to touch these because this is my workstation, so we'll essentially have to make 3 and 4. So there are press dies which are beneficial to make. I can make one of them and then I can grab the other. And that way you don't need the iron nugget to make gears. So we'll make the rod die. We need a gold rod and 4 Invar plates. So we'll need 4 Invar, which requires a fire charge. No, it doesn't. 2 iron dust and a nickel dust. But we need 4, so we're going to need... So we have the 2 nickel dust. We'll need 4 iron dust. Just had to make sure this isn't auto... Keep forgetting. I wanted to make the chisel thing. So now what we can do is... How do I want to do the pattern? Because I want it to be 3 wide. I'm thinking I'll do it wood with cobblestone in the center. I wish I had a darker wood, but it is what it is right now. So we'll do cobblestone in the center, and we'll do normal wood on both the edges. So opening up the menu, firstly, I think it's automatically connected on this one, but since this is going to go on both outer ends, let's set it to connected textures. I wanted to have Let's see. Well, let's see what we can do for mixing and mashing. These are like inset, which are kind of cool. Yeah. Then you have, yeah, a lot of these are inset or like bricks, so that's interesting. For cobblestone, we've got some more interesting things going on. So we could make this. I don't want to do mossy cobble personally. What I am inclined to do is, I think this pattern's cool for the middle. Have it inset on the middle. And then for these, I don't know if I really want it inset. And I don't know if I want bricks. Weirdly enough, I'm actually leaning towards this. I feel like this might look the best. So we'll do this. So the pattern will be... Oh, let's sleep. Sorry about that. For the noise, I'm just moving my mic. But, alright. Let's see how this looks. Oops. Not the best, but I like it. For now. It's cool for now. Okay. You may not rest now. Their arm... Wait, what? Oh, the bed's too far away. I was gonna say, I thought it said there are monsters nearby. I'm like, I don't think so. And we're using these with connected textures. And there we go. So we have it done. Might have been better to go with double cobblestone with something in the center, but oh well. It's done for now. Sure, we'll leave this alone. So, should have had stuff cooking while I was busy doing this, but oh well. Do I want to make more machines to progress further? Or would I like to automate things? So this is tier 2, and that'll give us these resources, but I would like to actually automate this. So let's actually set up our building zone, which will be cobblestone. So we'll make another platform, and this will be Building zone. I actually don't think I want connected textures for this. No, because I want it to be very easy to see. Mossy might be the vibe. I don't know. Let's see. This gives it like a very like I like that. I like either of these, if I'm being honest. The green's a little nicer on the eyes. So I think I'll do that. I think we'll do dented, mossy cobblestone, and it's not connected. So we'll just put it over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alrighty. Okay, let me stop this for a moment. Let me actually finish. Let me start producing stuff. So if I need 3 furnaces, and so I'm going to need 3 furnaces, a sequential crafter. Let me see. Do they have the calculator in here? They don't. Clipboard? No. Not that we can use it, but I'm curious. Is there anything you can craft with this? No. Anything you can craft with a book? It seems like it'll let you write. No. Aw. It's a bit of a letdown. Okay, let's see. How many resources will I need? Let's clear this since we're not making more of these. We'll come back. So these are the things we need. We need 3 redstone furnaces. So for iron specifically, we'll need several nuggets. So let's just say 2 iron for the nuggets, 4 for the machine frame. Oh, well, let's just count how many gears. So we need 3 of these, so 6 gears. 4 of these. So another 8 on top of the 6 gears, so 14 gears. And then 1 of these. So 16, 18 gears, so 2 iron ingots. Okay, so we start off with 2 iron ingots. We need 4 times 3, 12. 12. We need 4 times 4. 12, 16. So we need 28. Plus this is 9, so 37. And then we need 1 of these. So that's going to be 41 iron. So let's just grab. We'll obviously get some excess, but let's just grab what we think we'll need. Okay, so 41 iron. Let's start pulverizing it. Oh, we have some iron dust already. Let's not auto output it because I'm afraid to do so. And while we're not outputting, might as well smelt a bunch of these. Okay, so that's the iron. Now to count, let's see, copper or gold. Gold is easy. One, or well, we need 3 of these, so 3, 4 of these, so another 4, so 7, 1 of these, 8, so 8 gold. I have a gold and I have a gold dust, so just another 6. But we'll do copper first because we might end up with more raw gold. All right, now let's do copper. So we'll need 8 for 1 of these, and since we need 3 of these, we need 24. Let me skip that real quick. 24 plus another 8, 32. And then here we need 4 of these. Oh, we need stuff for the presses too. I'm messing up because I'm not counting the presses. Should I just do a stack of each thing? I think we can afford that. Give me one moment. All right, I'm going to be muted. I'll be right back. All right, so I'm back. I know there's a little bit of a time away, but I'm back. So obviously, this is finished. This is ran out of coal. That didn't finish actually, huh? Yeah, I decided just a stack. I think I grabbed 41 iron, so let's grab 51, 60. There you go. So we'll just grab a stack of each resource at this point. Because we'll make it all back anyways. Ooh, that nickel. Yeah, maybe we won't do that for nickel because nickel's 1,000. We've got enough gold. We'll just grab 8 gold. So we'll smelt this all down and that's what we'll use. Mm-mm-mm. 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 Just Indiana Jones. Bum ba-dum bum. Bum ba-dum. Bum ba-dum bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum bum. Let's see, am I gonna get it back? Hey. That doesn't go there. No. Oh well. I like that, yeah. That works. So. Don't need that there. Let's get this processing at this point. So we'll process 32 ingots, and I'll save the dust for later, because I don't know if I need to make more blends. No, wait, I need more than 32 dust for the... do 48. Because that is more than I estimated. So... Might be best to honestly make more pulverizers. Oh well. What's cool is we don't have to upgrade these. These automatically have augments. Actually, let me look at that system now. So, for anyone who's ever played thermal expansion ever before, in previous versions, I don't know about in this version, you had tiers. Here we go. So, I believe this seems to be an augment rather than an actual yes, this seems to be an augment rather than an actual thing. Well, regardless, looking at this, these are thermal series is what they're referred to for upgrades. All of these. Okay, so if we look for series, okay. Can I put the quotation mark after? Okay, I can. So here we go. So this is thermal series. These are pretty cool because these are machines. Some of these are machines and they don't need power, which is nice. So we can actually make an igneous extruder and it will, if I'm correct, it doesn't use up the lava to generate this. So it's pretty cool. And then you have the nullifier, which just voids blocks. You have the accumulator, which vacuums up blocks in an area. Oh, makes sense. Picks up items. Keeping in mind, this is not bad. We could craft one of these soon. Aqueous accumulator. If you put water buckets on multiple sides, it'll generate more water. The phytosoil infuser. I don't know what that does, if I'm being honest. Batch composter. I guess it's a better version of the composter. It'll compost multiple things at once, I can presume. This one essentially will extract sap or resin from trees. I don't know what the hive hopper does, so those are all a bit newer to me. But looking at these, we have a flux linkage amplifier. It improves the process speed, but reduces the RF efficiency. Interesting. So originally they didn't do that. Okay. So that works cool. We can plug these onto dynamos. I don't know what the radial enhancement does, to be entirely honest. There is a book on this now, so that would be good to get. There's a Thermalpedia, which is good. The cool thing is that because I'm pretty sure these stack now, so you can put a bunch of them in. That wasn't how it used to be, which kind of sucked. But now that you can stack it, it's a little better. So like I said, I'm not going to move most things, but I will move my workstation stuff over to get it out of the way. Just because I kind of want to have this a little empty. I'll leave the bed there. And obviously, since this is all powered and such, I don't want to move it. But, oh, that's what I was talking about a while ago. So one of the things that these used to be, these weren't like components. These were upgrades, like a hardened upgrade. And you would craft one, right-click the machine, and the machine would upgrade another tier. And it would unlock more augmentation slots. So for example, with hardened, you'd get 1. With reinforced, you'd get 2. Then it was signalum, which would be 3. Resonant, which would be 4. And not resonant. Maybe it was resonant. No, there was a fourth one. It's signalum. What do you use to make this? Signalum. I don't remember. But there was another one. Oh, interesting. There was another one in between. So there were essentially, instead of 3 of these, there were 4 of these. So this would give you 1. This would give you a second. No, there weren't 4. There were 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 to fill all the slots. And I think the 5th one made it so you could upgrade. You could put as many in a slot as you wanted. Ooh, let me not forget to put lights down. That would not be fun. We'll just put it here. Do we have lighting in here? Toggle light overlay. Yes, we do. That changed my OBS instead of this. Well, I guess we can't get the overlay. We're in an old growth birch forest. Interesting. Smelt. Smelt 24 of the nickel. No, we'll smelt 16 of the nickel. And we'll save this for blends. So we have to process these. So what's cool is this should give us some copper or some gold along the way. So that'll be nice. Let's go sleep. So once I'm comfortable with some of this, like once we have some more room and I'm comfy, we'll make a mob farm, and that'll be a good way to get some cheap EMC. Although honestly, it's not gonna be even worth it compared to just doing this, which is nice. I appreciate that. Put this away for the time being. Press dies. So, oh yeah, the Invar plates and the gold rod, and then the Invar is iron and nickel. So we can actually make them. I don't know why this was gated behind that. I'm gonna be entirely honest. Simply because it doesn't require any. This, I believe, makes sense because it requires an Invar gear. On that note, I should make more. So this should be good enough because the 4 for this, and we'll get another, we'll get enough. So for the press die, 4 plates and a gold rod. So let me grab a hammer because I don't have the press dies, so I can't make, that's cursed, but I can't make it with the hammer. I remembered you have to use it with this, which is it's meant to gatekeep it. It's meant to block it so that you have to use the multi-servo press to make the Invar plates to then make the sequential, like to make the alloyer and such. It's just gatekeeping, that's all. Let's start smelting the gold since we'll smelt all of it. We need 2 for a rod. There we go, we have a rod die. So now we can go pick out a gear working die. So we can plug both of these into the, we'll have to make another one actually. Kind of an oversight on my part. Yeah. Bit of an oversight on my part. Oh well. Luckily I made excess. So what's cool is if you use this one, you put 10 of them in, because I think the max is like 9 or 10 or something. Let's say you put 10 of them in, you'll get 10 plus 10 for the production speed, but it's also going to multiply it quite a bit. But if you then put 10 of these in, it'll bring it down by minus 10, minus 100%. But also the power cost will go right back. So instead of getting like 1100% speed, you would just get a, 1000 speed, 1000 speed, 1000 speed. So We have to make another 4 for another gear working die because we only need 1 for the copper poles. Wait, wait, wait. We have a gear working die. Can we plug this in with a gear working? Oh, we can. Okay. Hey, I'm gonna borrow this real quick. Yeah. And we need more. Yep. I don't know why I did that. I literally, the whole point of me. Ugh. Oh. So it's cool as if you hold shift, you can see what's inside. You can already see that that's been consumed. Yeah, if I have the gear working die, I can just put the 4 Invar ingots and I don't need to hammer them. I'm not hammering them, or I forgot, that's not what I'm doing. I'm using them for plates, so I can make the plates. I have to make the plates basic anyways. I just confused myself twice. It's fine. Okay, I don't use them. I just use it as is. So, pulverizer's still cooking. No extra gold yet. But that's fine. I say that's fine, but we might need more gold because I'm making the... I need to make another gear working die. Because we just need the copper rods, but then we have an iron gear and a aluminum gear. So... interesting. Running both of these at the same time... Oh, it's because this is filling with power still, as well as trying to handle these. Once this fills with power, the system should be okay. Because this is only producing 40 RF per tick, this is using 20, this is using 20, and it's filling it up. So that's where the power loss is coming from. It's really interesting that, like, our bodies, referring up towards, back towards the fact that I've had a headache today, but interesting how our bodies, when they're kind of like in a lot of pain and stuff, they'll just kind of not ask for resources sometimes. So like if you're nauseous or you're sick, like you might not feel hungry depending on the sickness and such. But like, are we still losing power? We're only running these 2. Odd. Hmm. Weird. Oh yeah, this went right back. This went right down to nothing. But it's interesting to me that that can happen. So like sometimes you're just like, you know you've gotten over it because you feel hungry. You're like, oh, I haven't been hungry the whole day. Okay, finally, you know, like it's a bit over. My body isn't just dying anymore, which is very interesting. Obviously would be better in the first place if you didn't experience that at all. But, you know, that's asking too much. Yeah, this is literally going up 20 RF per tick. I don't know. That's weird. There must be some power loss on these wires. It's cool that they can accept redstone so you can turn off power. Don't know why you would do that necessarily. Why you would want... Okay, you know what? I'm going to eat my words because I literally just, in the last series, I literally was like breaking a power cable because I only needed to have the system being hot when I was like making some items. There's not nuclear craft in here. Okay, that's what it was. That for the fusion not for the fusion reactor. But I did do that for the fusion reactor. Prior to getting the fusion reactor running up permanently, essentially having it getting more input than it uses, so it'll always have input and produce energy forever. Before that, I had set up I wasn't doing that, so I needed to wait to power it all at once, because otherwise I wasn't going to. Let's just smelt 48. Otherwise I wasn't going to get enough of some things. I would have run out of power keeping it hot the whole time because it uses more power than I put in. And I didn't have enough resources at that time to have it run long enough to become power positive. But Nuclear Craft's a really cool mod. I will say its interface for most further machines, for the little machine blocks, one of my favorites, because it essentially you would click here and it would show you each slot as a configuration, so you could configure each slot independently to be input or output, accept input, accept output, like all sorts of stuff. Very cool, personally. I think I put 8 in. Nice, we got Sue extras. It's always welcome. Still have to pulverize the tin and the aluminum. Although I might be lying to myself there, because I don't think any of these require aluminum. Yeah, why does that? Weird that it does that. Oh well. So looking at our quests, we're almost ready. Let's actually work on this stuff. So we need, we need glass. So we'll have to toss cobble into the pulverizer. What do we need for this? Gold and that. Copper and copper. Wait, what? Barrel to invar plates. Okay. We'll have to make 3 of those. But we'll do that later. Oh, is now is it power cycling properly? Yeah. That was weird. I don't know. So I'll need some copper, or, well, I'll need some more bronze. Say just another. That's not the right ordering. I'll need some Constantin. I think I'm gonna need more than 8. Just saying. Cool thing about the alloy furnace is that, or the induction smelter, is that you'd be able to smelt the ingots together. So once I have that, I can make it so that it pulverizes and then smelts all of the ingots, and then I can, at that point, choose what I want to mix and match. Obviously, it would be more energy efficient to mix and match at the dust stage, but it's more useful to have them in the ingot stage anyways, if I can. So, oh, should have smelted the gold dust, but oh well. Yeah, I don't need to pulverize the bauxite, if I'm being honestly. I don't know why I grabbed so much of it. I think it was like one of my mind was like, oh yeah, no, 64 of each one right now. Do that right now. Without thinking about it, honestly. So I can make another gear die. Gear working die. Just need 3 more. And we'll use it to make another gear working die. Look at that. Electrum. Just wanted to check to make sure that Electrum still used the same resources. Don't know why it would change, but like, you know, you never know with these packs. Speeding these up would be nice. Oh, I don't think I have access to lead just yet. I have a feeling that's in the next set of materials. So this route goes down to here, and then there's mechanism logistics, which are better, apparently. Oh, I don't want to do immersive engineering, personally. I don't know. I personally just don't like it. Auxiliary cactus. A dye mixer. Infinite steak. Interesting. Well, we'll open this up. So let's just grab all of these right now while we're waiting. Oh, they give us netherrack. That's nice of them. We can make magma. Another simple EMC farm, yes. All right. Oh. That's cool. I didn't know that's an item. Ah, interesting. Cool. All right, before we do anything else, make sure we put everything away. We do not smelt anything that I have not seen before. Okay, just to be safe, because I have a tendency to do stuff like that. Without realizing it, I'll just use something up and then be like, oh, well, that was a mistake. So let's make a gear. Oh, we already have the gear work. Gear die. There we go. So we have 2 gear working dies. So automation, here we come. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, how many of these do I need? So I need 4. Need 3 redstone furnaces. So then I need 4 multi-servo presses. And then 1 sequential crafter. Yep. And we need 4. Oh, I need a lot of bricks. I didn't even think of that. Well, for the multi-servo press, I need 4 of these. Uh-oh. Okay. And we need 10 gears. Lots of tin as well. See, now it goes down. It's so weird that it chooses to do that. Like, it burns faster than... I don't know. It's a bit slow right now just because that's how the pack is to start up. It's a little slow. Read quest description. It accepts mechanical essences and outputs large amounts of RF. Really? Does it only take in essences? Oh, it does. That's a lot of RF. It's about 10 times what coal does, or charcoal, but at the cost of, like, it's 8,000 EMC. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do that. That doesn't sound smart. But we can make infinite lava, which will be useful. So it's like, oh yeah, you've gotten both of these? Great. Well, you have to make this by going through this whole side quest, I guess. I would like to get into create, though. So we'd have to make andesite, which requires high covalence dust and cobblestone. But then later, you can compact them with flint, gravel, and lava. And that's... okay. That's an interesting method. Making it so you have to do that. Constantin blend, let's get that. I know I have to smelt some more tin. That's fine. So I'm gonna need Constantin gears. How many? These are copper gears. I need 3 redstone furnaces. And then one of these, so 8 copper gears. So 8 times 4, 32. And there we go. We've got all the dusts. I shouldn't need to pulverize anything else, but I will need to smelt more tin. All right, so we need 4 multi-servo presses, so 4 Constantin gears, which is the exact amount of Constantin we have. That's not true. That's not how that... no, I messed up my math right there. It's... we need 4 multi-servo presses, so we need 8 Constantin gears, so we need 32 Constantin, which I don't have, but I also don't have... yeah. Okay, well, let's start making them. So let's get the redstone furnaces. Nope, can't make those. Can't make those. We need more tin gears. So I need more Constantin and I need more tin. Well, I have the tin. I don't need more tin. I just... Yeah. Yeah. So, what about that? Sculpture crafter. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need 8 tin gears. So that's that. Yeah. It's a lot of tin. I need more constant tin, which is iron and nickel. No, copper and nickel. But I need another 4, so that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. But I already have one, so I don't need that many. Bum bum ba-dum, bum ba-dum bum ba-dum, bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum bum bum. So the end result would be to have an inventory system which always keeps a minimum stock of items. So that we can, if we have to manually craft a machine here and there, we'll always have a, like, we'll have 64 gears, we'll have 64 plates, we'll have 64 things, and also if we need more, we can just wait for them to be more. I don't see myself ever needing to grab out more than 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. I don't see myself ever having to grab out more than just a stack of a machine, or like even 16, or like I don't see myself ever needing that many, really, is kind of the point. Tin gears, and we definitely need more. I somehow miscounted along the way. Somehow. I definitely miscounted along the way. Luckily though, I mean, that's 3. We're gonna need a lot more. Luckily, I have enough to start making some things. I can't believe I messed 1 on that. Let's make... I still need bricks. I keep forgetting about the bricks. But we can make our multi-servo presses. Missing the Constantin gears. How are we missing the Constantin gears? Didn't I make them? Oh, I didn't. Yeah. There we go. Kind of just waiting. Let's set it up. So the multi-servo presses will have, so the end result is here, which will then output into another EMC thing. So we'll have 3 multi-servo presses going into a sequential crafter. So I'll have another one up here. Oh, no, it's a sequential crafter and then another. So it's a press here, sequential crafter, and then 3 here. This one will go 1 up, but I have it there for the moment. Still have to make pipes. I keep forgetting about that. There we go. So then we can make, can't make another multi-servo press just yet. Neither can we do that. We need more clay, which I'll just grab a stack since it's not too big of a deal. Just smelt a stack of clay balls. So rather than immersive engineering, I kind of want to get into create first. We'll see. What I do want to do, though, is while we'll start generating EMC, I will hook this into the network, and then I will make... we'll need more Stirling dynamos, because this can only power 2 machines, and this is going to be running 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 machines. So we'll need 4 of these running constantly. So... we have the 16, pressurize them, start smelting the clay bricks. And we need 10 ingots, which we already have. A crafting table. We can make the sequential fabricator right now. As a matter of fact. There we go. So we finished that. So the sequential fabricator will go right here. This will go right here. We'll have this auto output to the right. Oh, that's a great thing. Okay, so one of the most annoying things that they did was buckets. Okay. One of the annoying things they did was if you didn't upgrade it, you couldn't do auto input. Which just, it didn't make sense. Like, why? And we'll have this auto output to the right. And then these will, this will accept input from all of its sides, and this will output out, this will output directly, and this will output into the top. There we go. So let's make another multi-servo press. And one more. There we go. So this will auto output. Have the inputs open. Auto output. Have the inputs auto output. So this one will be one of our gear working dies. This will be our rod die. And this will be another gear working die over here. Just to put it down so I don't forget about it. So we still need pipes. Yeah. We pulverize this. Do we get cobble or coal? I'm tired of like using it for smelting. Since I'm using it for smelting right now, I'm gonna pulverize. So yes, it's less EMC efficient. Oh well. So we need 12 bricks. Or no, we don't. We need 6. Redstone furnaces. What? Oh, I need more redstone. That's not what I meant to do. Oh well. Alright, well, there we go. There's our 3. So, set each one of these down. Auto output. We'll input from the side. Auto output. Input from the side. And auto output in from the side. So, these will all get input from their sides, go through. This one will be copper. Or copper, yes, copper. Okay, so we've got all of the machines built for automation. Now we need pipes, which... What the heck? Oh. Pretty pipe. Pretty pipes. Oh my gosh, that was a struggle. Iron... Okay. I do not have enough iron. Okay. Great. I need more iron dust. 6 is enough. So we'll need... Oh, I forgot. I totally forgot. We're going to need more Stirling Dynamos. We'll need 4 to run everything. Luckily, Stirling Dynamos aren't too bad. Interesting. Oh, that's gated. Wow, that's gated hard. I did not realize how hard gated that was. Okay. I'm trying to think. How do I want to do that? So how do we want to get power to these? So we'll hook it into our power system, our power network anyways, but let's look at the dynamos. I think there's a magmatic one, isn't there? Yes, there is, which will use 1,000 to produce 100,000. And if we use a magma crucible, we can create lava. However, from stone, it requires 200,000 RF, so it's a net negative. And currently, that is the only way as of now. However, item drain, a magma block. Yeah, so lava, magmatic dynamos are not the way to go currently, I guess. Yeah. At dynamo. There's a numismatic dynamo, which is money. I mean, hey, that's... Let me think. So, a nickel coin is 64,000, but a nickel is significantly less. Yes, a nickel coin is 64,000, and to craft one, We toss an ingot into the numismatic die. We get 3 of them. This only costs 2,400 RF. Okay, well, before I start looking, that's not bad, okay. To produce 64,000 RF. I mean, coal already makes that, but I have to pulverize the coal. But I would also have to smelt and then compact or press the coins. But a single ingot gives me 3 of these, so a single ingot gives me 180 RF. 180,000 RF or so. So like 10 times the amount we would get from a coal. So, and I would just have to smelt and then press it. And then feed it into the power network. That's not bad. Not bad at all, because I can also grab, I could grab the coal out too. Let me think also, EMC wise, I mean, a coal is 128, but I could also just grab this out and then smelt this and then toss it right in. Very well could. Very well could do that. Yeah, I think that would be the easiest thing for producing power constantly. Okay, pipes. So we need to pulverize some cobblestone. Let's just do 8 at the moment. Let's make ourselves some steel bars. We have the copper, we have the redstone, we just need the glass. Oh, sand is not a guaranteed chance? My bad. Okay, so the numismatic dynamo is pretty good. Sterling dynamo isn't bad. I mean, using charcoal. I mean, 16,000 RF. It's only 32. It's just that we'd have to make it so that the smelter can keep up with the Sterling dynamo in terms of speed or consumption. Because since this uses, to make this, it uses 2000 RF at 20 RF per tick, it's going to cost... Yeah, okay, we'll do this for now. It's not efficient in the sense of power, but it is... Yeah, we'll do that then. Because the dynamos have upgrades to their fuel efficiency and also their speed. Okay. Well, we can't do that for a while then. That's kind of crapped out. However, I will say though, so because this produces, so this works at 40 RF per tick. Let me do the math real quick. So if it works at 40 RF per tick, and it goes to 16,000 RF, right? We're looking at 400 ticks before it runs out of fuel. We got a single sand from that. Wow. Okay. So it'll take 400 ticks. Let me just make this really quick. And then let's grab the upgrades. So we got a bunch of this stuff. Allows modifying pipe collections. Need to remove cover pipes. Snack limiter. These aren't too bad to make. Slightly annoying, but not too bad. Okay. I don't know how the EMC thing will work. So looking at this, let's make the EMC IO before I do anything else. So the EMC, basic EMC link, that's not it. This probably requires, nope, this isn't the thing. Okay. So the EMC limit is 16 per second. Ah, so it can only transport 16 EMC per second. I mean, we could make this right away. And it does 2. Okay. Let me pulverize the rest of the coal ore. So we have 400 ticks to before the Stirling Dynamo runs out of its current like charcoal. And because 2000 RF to make that, to make a charcoal. Okay. So one furnace can provide for 4 Stirling Dynamos. So to be net positive on power would require 2 furnaces with 4 Stirling Dynamos. That way we can cover these machines over here. Cover all 8 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And still have room left over for some of these. So we'll need 2 redstone furnaces and 8 of these Stirling Dynamos. Yep. And we would have to pull, I mean, an item per second at, well, because the EMC limit is 16, it would technically be 30. So it'd be every 2 seconds we can pull one of them out. And 2 seconds is 40. We have 2 furnaces. No biggie. Okay. In that case. Okay. I don't know why they gave like a single one of each. Because like, I don't know. Yeah, either way. Since we're not really going to be using these for a while then, might as well just use them myself. We don't have pulverizers. I'm going to say screw it to pulverizers for the moment. Just because, like, yes, it's more EMC efficient. No, I don't care, honestly. So, our goal is to make these. Let's make as many as we can right now. So we have to make, so because I have the pipe or the rod die and the gear die, this can make a rod with a single copper. So if we put in, I think we can make a stack. Can we get a stack of, well, that would require 4 stacks of iron. And right there, we're already kaput. So let's say 2 stacks of iron, 2 stacks of raw bauxite. So let's have these all working. I probably should have focused more on making more servos. not servos, uh, Stirling generators, Stirling dynamos. But we have a bunch of iron. We have some stone already, and we have some gold left over, don't we? Or do we not? We do not, in fact, have any gold left over. One more gold. Some more flint. How many do I want? 16. 16 is good. Yeah, because that's going to translate to 8 rods. I think that's what I expect out of this. Because it goes down by 4, and since I had 2 stacks, it's essentially going to be 32. So, no, I think I need a full stack of copper rods. Coolio. Since these two are the furthest away, they're going to get the least amount of power, since we're kind of chugging on all of these. Do these just not work if they're low on power? I probably should have looked into that. Okay, well in that case, let's just... Does this work? No. Oh, let's just cut power here for now then. We'll put it back later. Alright, well, we can make 1 so far. It's not great. But oh well. When I get more... yeah. So we're just going to build up some EMC again manually just because I'm about to run out of it. I have to make a bunch of Stirling dynamos, so that's going to be a bit. And 2 more redstone furnaces for power. While we're at it, actually, I get multiple coal out of this. How much coal do I get? Pulverizing it? 2, so it's essentially like 64R. It's not great, but not bad, I guess. So we'll press them, and that'll give us a fat 32,000 RF, or EMC. On that note, what's that infinite beef? Oh, I see. But we can make this now, actually, because we have the Invar. Totally could do that. But in the meantime, I'm going to grab some more cobble. And I want to chisel it real quick. Because I want to make another plot for power specifically. Oops. I'm not going to get that back. Oh well. My inventory management is horrible, and it will only get worse. You might ask how when my inventory is already full, but it will get worse significantly. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9. Gotta go to sleep before anything spawns. Because something will. That's the one thing about Skyblock. Mobs will spawn immediately because there's nothing underneath to block them from spawning. There we go. There we go. So this will be the power platform. Let's turn the rest of this into connected. So this will be our power plant for the time, which I'll hook up stuff to. But I need some more wood. Wow. Glad I chose to do this now. Okay, so energy cables. We'll pass them over across the center. And then what we'll do is we'll have a... No, this won't work the way I want it to. Me think. Oh well. I'll do it this way then. Yep. So, do I want to use pulverized? No, I don't. I want to use furnaces. So, redstone furnaces. I did make a lot more brick. And we need more aluminum gears. For more gear. Well, okay, let's make the redstone furnaces. Let me just dump this in here. So we need 2 redstone furnaces. That's going to be 16 copper gears. We need more. And also 4 bricks. What else do we need? We'll need 2 tin gears. We'll need more. Or, no we don't. This is just iron and gold. Oh, this is easier then. So these will be easy to make. But let's make the redstone furnaces first. Need the tin gears. We have iron. Yes, we do. Is this going to count? I had a feeling it wouldn't. Back to normal cobblestone. Need 2 gold now. So we'll 2. Smelt them both. Hey, buddy. Just wait until you have 2000 RF. Alrighty. And then we have this copper dust, which is enough. Bread. The best food. Well, okay, maybe not the best food, but like pretty darn good. It's pretty high up there, I would say. So there's no indication that the power, the energy pipes, energy cables have fall off. There's no indication, but I feel like there probably is fall off on the power. So we'll see. And there we go. Okay, so let's go make 2 redstone furnaces. So what we'll do is we'll have a redstone furnace, and rather than using pipes, what we can do, and this will be pretty funky, but it'll work. So we're gonna make sort of like how to explain it. It'll look like this. So we'll have them linked up like that. So we can avoid using pipes, and we can just get away with using these. Yeah, it's finicky since I'm trying to jump to place them instead of doing it properly. There we go. So what's going to happen is we'll have the redstone furnaces here, and they will output... Oh, wait a minute. I messed up. Can I have this face this direction, please? Oh, I placed it right in front. Okay, nice one. Like this to face... Can I walk through these? Oh, they don't block me? Cool. So this will get power from the front, and it'll output to all 4 directions and take input from the back, is my idea. And we'll have the EMC just go straight in. So same for this. Let's just put it like that. You will take input, auto output. Same with you. So these 2 are set up. So we need the dynamos now. So I like that works out so well. And honestly, actually, I'm gonna split these out one more. Or we'll make more power cables. Oh well. Well, we could also be more efficient with the spacing on this. so we don't need power cables all over this. So this would be an input block, so I don't want to get in the way of that. So let's make the Stirling dynamos. Let's just make as many as we can. So it's just some gold and lots of iron. So I'm expecting 8 of these. And then for iron, as much iron as possible. I will pulverize the gold beforehand because of how expensive it is. Okay. You guys don't get power. Auto output to the right. For now. Doo-doo-doo. Boom, boom. Ba-da-dum. Boom, boom. Hey, we got an extra gold. That's fine and dandy. So that's the gold done. And then we need a bunch of iron. We can make a couple already. So I meant a couple. So do you see the structure I'm going for? I think it's going to look cool. And then what's really cool is if we upgrade the operational speed. The reason I'm doing this is because we can't upgrade the operational speed of the dynamos currently. And there's no indication that the numismatic dynamo produces power faster. Granted, that could be the case. I just don't know. Lapidary dynamo. Yeah, no clue. But also, I'm not going to do that right now. So, time in a bottle is pretty cool. Leather's pretty cool. But we'll get to that. We'll get there. We still need the induction smelter to make mixes, and we still need the basic IMC EMO. Yeah, link. So cobblestone and a charcoal. I don't think I have any charcoal left. But we're gonna need a lot of these. So what is it? It's charcoal, cobblestone, iron, redstone, gold, coal. Well, what I happen to have. I have no clue how that got there. And I need a single piece of charcoal. So I'll move this over there in a second. Okay. And then we need a bunch of Invar plates. So we can make 5 of these things, which I probably will. And then we need a bunch of barrels. So that's just slabs and planks. So let me put this here. An export item has not been set. Do I have to attach a pipe? I don't. No comprende. An export item has not been set. Extraction module. Do I need to extract? Oh. Okay, I see now. So, oof, if I hook it up, it's going to immediately take as much as it can, which I can't do that. So, no, not just yet. Okay. Yeah, that would be... Because I could just put one for now. Right here. And we'll set the extraction item to this. And then we'll put the pipes on it. Such that one goes here, one goes here. And we'll meet them in the middle. They ask for auto input. Will it pull? Nope, I didn't mean to grab one. Okay. Let me just put these back. So the extraction module will do it, but I need to put stack limiters. Since I'm only grabbing one thing, I don't care about the filter thing. So I don't think I care about the input filter. Let's see. Grab the stack limiter. And let's see, what is this? Maximum item amount, 1. Limits 1 stack. Sure. And then let's just disconnect it from here because I don't want to, I just want to be careful. Or why am I not doing it on this one? This one has the dynamos next to it. So limit to 1 stack, and then in here, and it extracted, it's going in. It doesn't have power to jumpstart in the network yet, so it can't do anything, but it's also limited to 1. So that's fine. Oh boy, it's raining. All right, let's, before we start doing that, let's make some more of these. So we have 2 iron gears, so we can get another 16,000 RF. EMC. Oh my gosh. Well, so we did just hit the 3-hour mark. So I will be finishing this up shortly. So I'm going to move these over here and link them up to the network over here after I get... Let's do that after I get this one. Let's take... Okay. Let's just... I personally like barrels a little more, but I have to be careful. Let me see. Drawers. What do drawers want? They want barrels or chests? Okay, they specifically want chests, so we'll do chests. Oh boy. That's what you say, calling it close, right? Just want a normal chest. Of course. You don't connect properly. There we go. Just dump everything. I'll manage it after. Okay. So we got 2 of these. How are we looking on the resources for this? We have the aluminum, copper rods, which require copper, iron ingots. Okay, so let's grab a bunch of copper. And let's you know what, I'll wait to do this next stream, but let's keep making more of these for the moment. I need the gear dye and the rod dye. Because this is enough for 2 more of them. So we have enough copper rods for 2 more of them as well, so. It's storming. Well, the stream's been on for 3, but I did take a break. We'll see. I'll figure out a good cutting point, but for sure right now, let's wait until I need to make more stack limiting modules. I need to make a bunch of modules, but I do want to link this to the network. So... It's a little annoying waiting for this. Oh, I have so much. I grabbed so much iron. I don't know why I grabbed this much iron. That's why I don't have any EMC. I was wondering why. Let's turn this in for some more EMC. I want to get it up, back up. Just be nice and comfy. Because if this pulls, if this is going to be burning through, you know, every 5 seconds, it's going to use up 32 R EMC. That's going to give me a time limit, a pretty hefty one at that, to get this stuff working. Okay, another 9. We'll stop there for now, since that should be plenty. Oh, I stopped the iron, even though that we need more, for sure. Whoops-a-daisies. We don't need that much, but... Okay. 2. 18 copper rods. Actually, real quick, do we have more gears in here or rods in here? No, we don't. Okay. 18 copper rods. There we go. 2 more. We need another 2. So... Lots of mechanical essences. We can wait to do that after. Honestly, I would like to keep these. Actually, I should have done this before, but I'll pull these out and store them so that if I run out of EMC, quote unquote, run out, I can shut stuff down and then start it up again manually. Which would suck, but better than just completely running out and then going, oh well. So. Let's press them while we make 2 more. So we'll press all 9 of these. Okay. Now, I want to get, again, more of those. So I just need iron. Just a bunch of raw iron. So each one of these costs 6 iron. Big iron, big iron. Do we have any usage for the iron nuggets? We do, because andesite alloy alongside some other things. So that's gonna be more than 64,000. That's pretty good. Pretty good. I'm gonna stop just sitting there. What else can we craft? I need to make more of the EMC interfaces, so now that we actually have more, let's make more barrels. Okay, this is the 3 we're gonna need for other stuff. So realistically, we would have the redstone furnaces here, and then 1, 2, 3. And we're gonna pull raw copper out from the middle one. Iron, raw bauxite, raw copper. Iron up top, copper, and bauxite on the bottom. Raw. Interesting, it's labeled raw aluminum like internally. Okay. And then we'll have a pretty pipe for each of them, which we will configure right now to separate them. Good. And then we'll have the redstone furnaces here. So I'll have to make a bunch of extraction modules, a bunch of, I don't need filters, but I'll need a bunch of, yeah, let's just make a bunch of modules. So at pre, okay, blank modules, kind of cringe, but we can make them. So we can make one blank module. I'm gonna need a little more than one. Okay, let's, now what can we, redstone. So that's going to get us, yeah, that'll get us the blank ones. Now we need a bunch of stack limiters. Droppers. Oh, stack limiters? Those aren't too bad. We need a lot of redstone though. More than I was expecting. Okay. So a stack limiter. We need 3. Just one short. One, two, three. There we go. So we'll have stack limiter modules going into on each of these. You get one. We'll do one just to start, and then I'll up it to like, I think I'll up it to like 8 for each one. I don't care all that much. The recipe in here, actually, let me set it real quick. No, let's wait. Let me just finish everything else. These are okay. This should auto output, so we shouldn't need an extraction module because it's outputting already. I hope not. I could be wrong. Would be pretty cringe, but right. I want to make 6 more of these. I mean, I could reuse this one, but so leave that one there. So 5 more of them. So 5 more, 20 of these. So just enough iron. Unintentionally, just enough iron. I'll be honest. Very unintentionally. I know I'll need more because I need more of the extraction modules. I don't need low filters. So I don't care about that. The low extraction module I care about. But luckily it's just a piston. So nothing too big. And there's our 5. Oh, shoot. Shoot, 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 shoot. No, 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 stop. It just decided to connect. I forgot that it would do that. Where's the pipe wrench? Thank you. Because I don't want the network to have fuel just yet. Nope. There we go. good. So that's set up properly now. And then on this end, same thing. Nope, 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 nope. Whew. I'm very slow at this. Clearly. And I don't want to connect that just yet either. But we'll have them all here. There we go. And we'll put this one down there. So now let's make ourselves a bunch of the low extraction modules. They're not as expensive as I thought they would be. I was like, oh man, this is going to be expensive. Ugh, I can't turn that back in. That sucks. Either way. Oh, and I need more of the base plates. Need more blank modules. Need more redstone. Pulverizer, redstone. So in the end, by doing this, we'll be able to have one. Well, this is like 3 blocks. Exactly, so we'll be able to have 3 rows of this. And if I actually expanded it outwards one more, I'd be able, and lifted it, I'd be able to feed through. So we could have 9 running, which is 9 times 4. So we would have 36 of these, and these each produce 40. So we produce quite a hefty amount of RF per tick. Nothing to ignore. Quite a hefty amount. There we go. So we have the low tier extraction modules. So let me think. We have that. We have the extraction modules. Well, you only extract one thing, so it doesn't matter. And then we'll have the furnaces all here. So let me grab each one of the furnaces. And I know it's one of the furnaces that I want to use because it has the inputs and outputs. Why is this one different? How are you different? Oh, power. Okay. And then we have, this is the gear one, that has the rock. We can make another gear working die on our own. Now it's time to put in the recipe. Oh, do I have to put the things in manually? Okay. Well, once it gets stuff, it'll be okay. So we need power. So let's go bring over, firstly, we'll hook this up and this should feed power to the whole network all of a sudden. Let's bring this over as well. So this has to go up to, and for the moment it's going to be kind of cursed, but we'll have our own workstation right in the middle. Like I said, cursed, but we don't have, I didn't think this through on the number of things we needed. Okay. Here we go. Redstone furnace, redstone furnace, redstone furnace. Those are all inputs. You all have extractions. You all limit to 1 stack. And, oh, it's blocking. Okay. Got it's all hooked up. And so this will start filling on its own. This won't because I haven't connected it. I should. Wait a minute. Let me make another stack limiter. Okay. So we'll limit this bad boy. We're going to turn this off so it doesn't let anything through. Put this one here. One, limit to one stack. Same as here, right? Yes. And turn this on so it allows it through. It should just allow everything. Oh. It went into one of these. So the network is getting powered. Let's add this as the final coup de grace. So that has power. Put two in. Two in. Put two in. And so the whole network is building up power. This is starting to power stuff. It's not getting another one. Why not? Because I took it out, isn't it? Yep. So I do need to register the items. All right. So this is cooking. I would like, in the end, to have a battery placed like here just to block it so that these have priority with energy. That way these won't ever run out. Like these furnaces will always be producing things to them for the Stirling Dynamos. Okay, don't tell me you're just prioritizing one of these. Come on. Ugh. Should have expected that actually, but oh well. I didn't. My mistake. So this one's prioritizing down and the other one's prioritizing up, I guess. Did I miscount? I don't think so. Ugh, maybe I did miscount. Well, it says they burn at 40 RF. Charcoal gives it 16,000 RF, so that means it should last long enough. I don't know. Let me see. Have these all filled yet? Yes, these have all filled. They're not running. Are these all filled yet? Yes. Filled. Come on. Okay, so now what we'll do is the stack limiter module will limit it to 4. Now. So as it burns one, it should always keep 4 in. That's also probably why it was slowing down, because it was like it would burn one, get one, burn one, get one, burn one, get one. So that's not keeping up with the rate. I don't understand how it chooses to distribute them. If it distributes them evenly, then I don't care. think it is now. I'm glad that worked out the way I expected it then. Nice. So we are slowly losing power or energy, but we're getting things. All right. So what did I... Interesting that they... Oh, it tells me like how much I could get. So... all slots are enabled. This is our bauxite, right? Mm-hmm. So this will extract bauxite. Oh, the EMC takes a while. I forgot about that. Whoops. Raw copper. And raw iron. Allow it. So let's just dump these all in real quick, including this, because I want to see. Are these not allowed to output the item? I don't know. I don't understand. Don't limit to one stack. Auto input enabled. Extract from the west. Oh, I guess that was it. Yeah, okay, there we go. It's just, you have to tell it which side to extract from. I guess it was, yeah. We've got that. So this is going to make a lot of... I just realized. Okay, so let's limit these to 4. Both of these, since they're going to craft gears. So if the system ever crashes, it should stay, should stock up. So let's set this to auto output. But it won't auto output because this doesn't indicate that it needs anything. But I can steal a gear, and steal some rods and put them into the recipe. It's kind of cursed that it doesn't just store itself. There we go. And then auto output. So let me just put this in there. Okay. And then this is pressing. So we just need one more of this, which is simply this. Drop this bad boy here. And there we go. We got our first output. No, you should be auto outputting anyways. Do I have to put auto input? Oh, it has to be an extraction module. See, that's where like, I'm kind of like, it's kind of cursed. So I need to make more pretty pipes. So I need more cobblestone pulverized. Okay, good. It does load balance, which is nice. So this system will load balance to each of the Stirling dynamos as needed. And this is actually slightly positive on speed, interestingly. Oh, well, because it maxed out power. Okay. Just realized. So... Are we looking... No sand. Can I pulverize this into sand? Yes, okay. Alright, I thought it was a lost cause. I don't know what I would use gravel for aside from washing it. Because if you wash it, bulk blast it to get slag, bulk wash it to get flint or iron nuggets. We'll look at a chance or millet to get a flint directly. You could pulverize it. Oh, it could be the thing that you pulverize. Yeah. Okay. There we go. We got some sand. So let's get some glass. The pretty pipes aren't expensive to make themselves. They're pretty cheap. I'm not like they're not bad at all. The only problem I have is just how like annoying these are to make. Because I have to make 2 of these. Because I need 2 extraction modules. Alright, you will extract from the west. You extract from the west. I should put a stack limiter. I will. But, yeah. Look at that. Look at all of this EMC. Now, yes, we're losing a little bit of it. Also, I don't care. I could slide this down one, and then it would be even. But I'll leave it like this until we get mechanism. Because, yeah. So we should be net positive on all of this. This won't have... Wait. Because I didn't separate this, this won't have the ability to stack limit, so... Oh well. So we're slowly going to build up on copper rods, which is kind of cursed. But... Oh well. Having to retrieve it should slow it down. Oh well. I mean, honestly, I could have, instead of using the press, I could have used another sequential fabricator, and that would balance it, so I wouldn't have to load balance. Because it would need 4 to craft one, but like, it's fine for now. The system clogs, I just take the copper rods out. Not the biggest loss, because technically we wouldn't get the copper rod. Like, the excess copper rods we just wouldn't get in the first place. So, I don't care. But look at that. So our EMC should be slow right now, but let's see, we're at 105. And 12. 111. Okay. So system is set up. We are cooking in the kitchen now. All right. So now I would state that this chapter has been done. We have, well, okay. Let's make an induction smelter and then we'll say this chapter is done. So we need some sand, some tin, some Invar. Okay. Invar is copper and nickel. We need induction smelter. All right, so after this induction smelter, I'm calling it for the night. Actually, you know what? Let's call it for the night here. This is a good stopping point. I may do some more stuff, like making more gear work dyes and such, but I won't move on to the next place. I'll Might clean up some stuff, but I won't move on. Yeah. All right. Thank you for watching. Peace out.